Evaluate.
Evaluate.
I'm having a hard time, trusting somebody to evaluate it.
We'd like you to evaluate the paddock for vulnerabilities.
What I meant was, a man in your position, how do you evaluate the risk of not doing something?
You're going to be here for a period for us to evaluate you.
I want him pulled off active duty for a while until we can evaluate his condition.
评估 Evaluation.
Evaluation.
Colonel, you want my honest evaluation of this team?
It'll help on the evaluation.
We have the right to a formal evaluation before they can deny our official application.
What prompted you to send her for psychological evaluation?
You were supposed to show up to your first evaluation, and I leave work early to be there, and where the hell are you? Oh.
评估 Evaporate.
Evaporate.
Oh, your brains are fixing to evaporate.
Does it evaporate? No.
It will evaporate.
Sir, in less than 5 minutes from now, the clean sweep kicks in, and then I think our problem will evaporate.
To evaporate.
蒸发使蒸发 Eve.
Eve.
I remember my father took an apple from his bag, and before he offered it to my mom, he made a joke about this being the beach where Adam tempted Eve with the apple.
Siren, and it's all happened on Christmas.
Now that means not continue to make the Eve doll.
To sing Butterflies Eve.
They are meeting on the eve of Christmas Eve.
前夕 Even.
Even.
How did your brain even learn human speech?
I didn't even get off.
Jesus fucking Christ, you fucking hicks can't even get this right.
Heck, I'd even settle for a husband.
We haven't even gotten bread yet.
平坦的使平坦变平 Evening.
Evening.
Did my little outburst blunt the hideousness that is this evening?
Good evening.
Hi.
I just wanted really quickly to say thank you so much for coming and for sharing such a perfect evening with us.
Veronica, how are you this evening?
傍晚 Event.
Event.
But has the bad luck to have the event witnessed by Monsieur Brewster, whom it almost hit.
I think you want something like a decision we've made or some important event in our life that's helped to shape us.
I was sitting in a cemetery with a librarian waiting for a vampire to rise so I could prevent an evil prophecy from coming to pass.
No, we are holding this event.
Working the event is worse than not going at all.
事件 Eventual.
Eventual.
And a fee of £50 to pay for their eventual return.
As we mediate your separation and eventual divorce,
leads to your eventual demise.
The getaway and eventual motor pursuit was rendered vividly, if perhaps a bit fancifully, in a comic strip published the following week.
To forego direct descent in favor of a lunar orbit rendezvous approach to the eventual moon mission has had a major impact in Gemini.
最后的 Eventually.
Eventually.
And over time, you'll become co-owners and eventually have your own store.
But eventually, I'd like to just...
Our relationship keeps moving forward. We might want to eventually get a place together.
Sneaking behind our backs, fucking anything with a pair of tits and 3 holes. Eventually,
You don't need to tell them. They'll figure it out eventually.
最后 Ever.
Ever.
Jesus, did you ever lose a friend at my age?
There hasn't been a guest list or a velvet rope remote that's ever kept me out.
We are throwing the most depressing baby shower ever.
When she is having her little titty squeezed, do you think she ever has any little fantasies about what handsome Dr. Bill's Dickie might be like?
Yo, Joy, you ever seen a black man's lasso?
曾经 Every.
Every.
And every once in a while, look at me and sigh while rolling your eyes.
Every mammal on this planet instinctively develops a natural equilibrium with the surrounding environment, but you humans do not.
I just want you guys to know I am really grateful for your help, and for every dollar I make, I'm going to give you 20 cents.
Why is it every time I go somewhere with you, it always ends in violence and terror?
每一 Everybody.
Everybody.
A couple of people saw him, Sarah, and everybody loves tits.
Chris Rock, everybody. Is everybody else having just the best time?
My apologies, everybody.
每个人 Every day.
Every day.
I
I have an online series called Everyday Heroes.
I just figured it was your everyday vamp hijinks.
I still miss you and Mother and think about you every day.
I'm sorry, Mr. Shaw, to interrupt this holiday, but I feel this is a conversation we might better have out of the everyday bustle in this office.
No, those are his everyday weapons.
每天的
Everyone. Everyone.
I mean, LA is a city where everyone dances with one eye on the door.
Something about everyone going on trial from now on for complicity with the devil.
That should really be a lesson to everyone.
You know, ever since everyone got those damn radio setups, Eugene, this one's been doing nothing but talking.
You went high when everyone else stayed on the trail.
每个人
Everything. Everything.
Everything. Except the boots, Captain.
I buy everything on eBay.
I mean, Maddie did have a really big dick, which was super great and everything.
So everything they sent us up here with is flame retardant, with the notable exception of...
Well, I happen to have a fiance who's smart enough to leave everything to me.
每件事物
Everywhere. Everywhere.
And everywhere I go today, I keep getting signs telling me to go see my father.
Charging it everywhere you don't belong. He's going away to school next year. And it's going to be hot and cold running bimbos everywhere, honey.
Vomit everywhere.
Well, there's beauty everywhere.
各处
Evidence. Evidence.
Have evidence that clears Danny Bolin.
I guess I wouldn't go as far as to say no, but I would like some evidence.
Fortunately, if I cut you off, it'd give the cops evidence that you don't really need the pain meds.
Well, there's tertiary evidence at the prestigious convent school that de Beauvoir attended.
You know, the strongest evidence for genuinely demonstrating a domestic partnership is to take a quick drive on up to Canada and legitimize your relationship.
根据
Evident. Evident.
And I might as well inquire why, with so evident a design of insulting me, you chose to tell me that you like me against your better judgment.
No, believe. And since it is the evident destiny of the British and Americans to rule the world,
no weapons are evident.
That's evident from the topography.
While some operator error was evident and procedures violated to some degree,
显然的
Evil. Evil.
And that all the evil in town wants us dead.
But sometimes I think it's how you call it, necessary evil, like waxing pussy.
I volunteered for Evil Army, like the others.
There is good and there's evil in this world.
邪恶 邪恶的
Evoke. Evoke.
Apparently, they use some kind of hallucinatory drug that is supposed to evoke a common experience in all users.
Is this some stunt to evoke fear in us?
It seems to me to be the height of amateurishness to evoke malignant spirits and not be able to get rid of them.
next course is called memory, and that is what it's meant to evoke.
You recently lost your husband, and the polite thing to do in this situation would have been to check what the deceased drink was, as not to evoke any horrible memories.
唤起
Evolution. Evolution.
Can't believe my father went to see one of my professors and then like some self-righteous fundamentalist gets into a discussion about creation and evolution.
It's really a miracle of evolution.
Millions of years of evolution.
No, you can't.
So we'll integrate non-progressional evolution theory with God's creation of Eden.
No, this is not evolution.
进化
Evolve. Evolve.
If you can evolve the anus in that, that's absolute perfection.
It's a strictly observational experience where computer-generated characters interact and evolve.
Natalie, your definition of real is going to evolve as you get older.
They need to evolve.
What matters most is understanding what changed on Earth that allowed them to evolve and what killed them.
进展使发展
Exacerbate. Exacerbate.
And that is really going to exacerbate things for all of us.
Sean.
I know what exacerbate means.
Don't exacerbate things!
Now, what does exacerbate mean?
They only exacerbate the problem.
使恶化
Exact. Exact.
Did you know the exact moment that you wanted to have a baby?
He drops bombs on women and children and then calls other people terrorists for doing the exact same thing.
I almost wore that exact same dress, but I'm so glad I didn't because you look phenomenal.
It was the same exact thing with the Spiegelman hit.
So, you're both going to nursery school and you'll both have on the exact same outfit, but you can't ever be in the same room at the same time.
精确的，抢球。
Exactly.
Exactly.
He's not exactly nervous about tying the knot.
I'm not sure exactly.
So if you're Trinity, how exactly do you shoot me and get wounds like this?
This is exactly why I didn't want to tell you I was taking a class in the first place. Who invited you? Exactly.
确切的，
Exaggerate.
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 He does not exaggerate.
I hope for our sake they exaggerate.
People exaggerate so much here.
They over-exaggerate.
夸大，
Exam.
Exam.
Anatomy exam is making me nervous.
Apparently someone has an exam.
How are we going to communicate when I finish that final exam?
I told you already, I have an exam tomorrow.
Jennifer, I'm taking my Master Sommelier exam in 2 weeks, and I...
考试，
Examination.
Examination.
He says, so I can finish the examination.
I would like to continue with an examination of time.
If she shows any signs of infection or excessive coughing, she should be taken to the hospital for a thorough examination.
Thorough background examinations should be expected.
Why'd they have Big Daddy in that horrible clinic for 6 weeks? The examination didn't show anything.
考试，
Examine.
Examine.
And when we finally get a court order to examine President Kennedy's brain in the National Archives, in the hopes of finding from which direction the bullet came from, we're told by the government.
Make rounds and examine back-to-back patients.
My warrant gives me permission to examine this plane.
Social Services, as demanded by law, will take time to examine little Amanda before returning her to home.
We haven't met, so I thought I'd examine you myself.
检查，
Example.
Example.
For example, if your father had asked me to come here for him, I wouldn't have.
Is a shining example of all that we are.
Let's say, for example, you have some gorgeous woman.
Like this, for example.
The minute you kids start following Frank's example is the minute I put a gun in my mouth.
例子，
Excavate.
Excavate.
All hands are on deck to excavate before hostilities begin.
I helped my father excavate the Alps.
I mean, let's be honest, there was a hell of a lot to excavate in there.
It's going to take weeks to excavate the entire property.
The station master will have surmised our situation and already dispatched a team to excavate the engine, clear our path, and send us on our way.
挖空，
Excavation.
Excavation.
Excavation permits?
I think we could be at war in a matter of weeks. Then every excavation in the land will stop.
I was reading Howard Carter's account of his excavation of the tomb of Tutankhamun.
That is why I needed to tame that thing, so that we could begin excavation on Yazil's tomb without any interference from him.
The excavation is enormous.
挖掘，
Exceed.
Exceed.
A man's ambition should never exceed his worth.
I seek because I must exceed the stature of man in both good and evil.
Nothing exceeds like excess.
We must all exceed our own expectations.
We will not exceed our mandate, my young Padawan learner.
超过其他，
Exceedingly.
Exceedingly.
I talked to my friend Kendra, who had a girlfriend with a kid who's exceedingly loud, like Simpson.
Is grandfather exceedingly proud?
The post is in exceedingly poor condition, and I have decided to assign myself cleanup duty beginning tomorrow.
They're all exceedingly spoiled, I find.
Yes, exceedingly small.
极端的，
Excel.
Excel.
I'm ready to excel on all fronts.
Somewhere around there, you know, so really, you'll excel at a lot of things, just not this.
That can be a virtue when it drives us to excel.
This is an area in which we excel.
Well, I am this, none can excel.
胜过其他，
Excellent.
Excellent.
Compared to what I grew up with, you're an excellent mother.
Excellent hole, Joe.
Well, excellent.
She's excellent.
Raj proved to be an excellent company accountant, as well as our most valued client.
优良的，
Accept.
Accept.
Except for their humping, Tyler and Marla were never in the same room.
Except you only come around when you need something.
Got no cause except he's a born-again hypocrite motherfucker.
So my sister gets all pissed off because her husband,
Their father teaches at the school, except for he's on medical leave for substance abuse treatment.
除，反对，除了之外。
Exception. Exception.
We seem to be the exception.
I think it's like if we make an exception for you, then we have to make an exception for the water guy, and then it's like, where does it end?
I'm not happy about the lack of lead time, but I made an exception due to the dire circumstances.
What makes you an exception?
例外。
Exceptional. Exceptional.
Phenomenal, or at least an exceptional, but definitely not just a fine.
Exceptional niggas like Bright Boy here become, if not frequent, more frequent.
I thought it was exceptional.
My father was an exceptional man.
例外的。
Excess. Excess.
Account for the excess oxygen that I've been exhaling when I did my calculations.
All over the media and in excess. They got millions of dollars sitting in an office, right, waiting to get shoveled to the city's excess fund. And you know what that is, huh?
With your excess luggage.
过度，过量的。
Excessive. Excessive.
He is guilty of using excessive force.
It's excessive.
My plan is to get to the root cause of your excessive violence.
The excessive bleeding from the birth forced us to perform a hysterectomy.
过度的。
Exchange. Exchange.
But that's the only exchange I'm willing to make.
He must be the best. So I didn't worry when it was between a needle exchange and the area's only transvestite bookstore. And I ignored.
I'm here as a part of an exchange program between our two countries.
Stephanie told me that she would help influence her father's decision in exchange for a favor.
The only restaurant trade I'm interested in is if we can exchange you for anybody else.
交换。
Excite. Excite.
Belly's dizzy with excite.
Do they excite you?
Mr. Kessler, try not to excite yourself.
Who knew that tiny little garbage man had so much energy in him to excite a group of people?
You must not excite yourself.
刺激。
Excitement. Excitement.
All this excitement has got me jonesing for some ice cream.
I'll give you excitement.
Sir, you're beautiful, but we've lost the excitement.
We have a year of great excitement ahead of us, including winning the Lafitte Cup back from those easy alpha girls.
Well, I've had enough excitement for one day.
刺激。
Exciting. Exciting.
Any exciting plans for the future?
Doesn't that sound exciting?
I'm not saying that this is going to be easy for me, but isn't that what kind of makes it exciting?
Man, that was an exciting class, huh?
That sounds exciting.
令人兴奋的。
Exclaim. Exclaim.
And give me vantage to exclaim on you.
But I heard him exclaim ere he drove out of sight.
It was blighted affection that made him exclaim, "Oh, Willow."
People exclaim with joy when they see these.
You're gonna look those people right in the eye and exclaim, "Are you perchance?"
大叫。
Exclude. Exclude.
By what we deny ourselves, what we resist, and who we exclude.
Firstly, Valkyrie would have to be rewritten to exclude the SS. Sadly, that would exclude about half the readership of the Times.
But it's not right to exclude me from things.
You know, we're supposed to be this big posse, but that's the excuse you guys use whenever you want to exclude me from something.
除外。
Exclusive. Exclusive.
Hey, how would you like to be the publicist of a members-only club so exclusive it makes a Soho house look like one of those...
I need to report back to my boss in London on which wines we want to pursue for exclusive rights in the UK.
It's slightly more exclusive. That's a really exclusive resort.
You know, I'm kind of exclusive with Paulette.
台外的。
Exclusively. Exclusively.
Almost exclusively.
Exclusively in that order.
6 being exclusively homosexual. A great many people line up somewhere in the middle.
This key section, uncovered tonight and obtained exclusively by CNN, shows an illustration of what is unmistakably a human figure inside a geometric structure of some kind.
Tonight,
Exclusively. A husband breaks his silence, not just on his wife's disappearance.
排他的
Excreta.
Excreta.
Also, I have here a bag of horse excreta.
And of course, the rats are just running hog wild around the place, right? I mean, the people are practically chasing them right into the grinder. Rats and excreta, you know, it's all meat to them.
Applying for work as an orderly, and his little quirk, as it turned out, was to sneak down to the laundry of a night and paint himself with excreta.
Do not pick up excreta.
排泄物